guys, or what's going on today, guys? We're going to be doing the part 2 of modeling the toys at Auris. So, yeah. Last time we left off right here. So, yes. We're going to make these silver. Promise this is no silver. So, we're going to make these plastic, and we're going to make these white up here. That's the wrong thing. Oopsies. Guess we're going to keep it. Oh boy, here's the... Can disable invert steer. Nope. Invert direction. Yes. Actually, I don't even think the. Is that why it's always a front wheel drive car or a rear wheel drive car? I think it's a front wheel drive car. Yeah, I think it is. So we're gonna make this is driven. Yes. Yeah. And then we're gonna need some steering, which turns out it's got a very good steering angle. So we're gonna put like 50 degrees on here. I really think that's too far for this car, but yeah, this is definitely too far. That is what it is. So far so good. We so far have all of our main things. And that's doing yes. Oops, I did not mean to click that. I meant to click is driven, yes, but is invert direction, no, so it drives in a straight line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the Toyota Auris and we're just going to make this 10 times. Aims. Supposed to be having wheel arch pushed in, like also have a tad bit of camber angle, but yeah, also supposed to be wide, and actually it doesn't look that bad. Let's see here. This grey. I kind of like the grey contrasting the nice dark grey, you know, or the white side contrasting the dark. I'm so sorry for messing that up. I keep saying sorry in all my videos. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Oi. That looks okay for a bad model, I guess. But yeah. I'm so sorry for that long wait there. I had to do something. Anyway, back to modeling. So, now I've got to figure out where these lights are. I believe like one of these is at the bottom corner here. I think like the bottom light's right there. I do feel like it's a tad bit bigger than that. Sheesh, I'm so sorry about that. I think you gotta put a light like that. Yeah. And then we have the headlights, which is only 50%. I'm gonna take the control copy tool. I think the high beams are a tad bit next to it. We'll make these 100, and we'll make these beacon. Nice. I've got to model that later. But so far so good on the modeling progress. Now I can actually start modeling the car's lights. So we can go ahead and control copy the headlights right here. Then next up is the high beams, which are a lot longer. Control copy, I really couldn't see that. And there you go. That looks really good so far. Now I have no clue where the indicators are on this car. That's a little issue though, because I don't know where the indicators are. So far, let's just test how this works. Lights work, beacon lights work. Sheesh, I really like to look at this car so far. It's got the steering angle's like the other cars. Yeah, that's actually decent for the steering angle. Except for I think I've got to push the wheels in a tad bit, so only problem is I think this is a tad bit too far back. I think this has got to be pushed in a tad bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Uh-oh, I'm having flashbacks of what happened to the last car I modelled. This, oh, you better turn out better. Yeah, that looks a tad bit better. Yeah. Let's just hope this turns out a lot better, actually. I mean, you look like you're not going to flip. I hope you don't flip. It looks like it's got a decent amount of room here, so, which is good. Yeah, I like this. This is great. Time to model the indicators now. Gotta figure out where the freaking indicators are in the first place. Maybe if I put them in the corner here, is that where they are? I'm also gonna make, I can't believe I've been modeling for a while here. It's already been 3 parts and I'm still on the same spot. You know, make this amber so this is indicated. That this is an indicator. I believe you gotta make this blinker and the action 2. Yeah, for action 2, and there's the blinker. There you go. That's not bad. That's hope. Let's just hope that this. Okay, there's the blinker lights, and if you turn on the high beams, can you still see it? Yes, you can. You can still see the blinkers blinking. Only problems, I think I've got to push this in a tad bit, so this looks a tad bit better. I say a tad bit too much. No. Push this in. By 2. Okay, I've got to memorize that. Hide. Hide. And G. Snapping, yes. And plop. Oops, I forgot to quick control copy. That's an accident. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. There you go. So far action 2. This time this both has the blinker and the hazards. So people can actually RP with this car. Because a lot of people, you know, when they model a car, they either do two things. They either put an indicator like this, or they either go ahead and make it so it's got the hazards but no indicator, which is annoying me so much. I think this is as much as this side has. Yep, that's plenty. Perfecto. Oh my god, it's getting there. Oh my gosh, I'm already enjoying this car. Just on how it looks. I'm so happy. Okay, moving on. Now it's time to work on the hazards, because this time I was working on the indicators. Now it's time to work on the hazards. So control copy this. Make this hazards. Control copy this. Make this hazards. Do the same on this side. Let's control copy this. Oh shoot. So control copy this. G. Okay. Make this hazards. And finally, give myself a minor heart attack. Control copy this. G. And make this hazard. Perfect. Turn on snapping. Perfect. Except for now the whole front of this car has been moved. There you go. I'm solved. So now we have both of the blinkers. We have the hazards, which turn on when you've crashed. Oh my gosh, this looks so good so far. Okay, well there's the hazards and there's the indicators, so you can blink, and then you have the headlights. So yeah, I'm also gonna test this over speed bumps after that, but I've also got to model the wheels next after that. So yeah, I'll be honest. I know something doesn't feel right about this car. It doesn't look too good. Is that me finally realizing that my car isn't good? Hooray! It's because of the wheels. I gotta fix those. Okay, now it's time to work on the next piece, which is all of this. Hooray! You better have snapping on. You do have snapping on. I love you so much. Don't take that out of context, please. I beg you so much. This is just a video. This is just I'm just playing, but I'm just playing. But I'm not. I'm just playing. Thank you. Thank you very much for understanding. Back to the video. I am not ready to model the interiors of cars. I never was good at that. I'll be honest, I never was. And this is never going to be changing. Oh wait, now I've got to model this side of the car. It's kind of like... Okay, this is interesting. It goes like grey, but then it goes black, and then, you know, it's like... It's like, this car is really good. But except for it's really not. Okay, now what mode? It sounds like a... It sounds like this car. No, this one right here. Oh shoot. Sheesh, Louise, you're hyperactive. And then we can put on the hazards and be like, oh my car splits in half. Hooray. Hey. Now what do I model next? But this is an actual question. I don't know what to model. It's an English car. It's got the English license plate. Although I have no clue if this car is a French car. I think... I don't know which side to model the seat in. It's an English car. Yes, I can agree. But I don't know which side it's in. I'm just... Yeah, we're just gonna... Okay. I'll figure it out while we're modeling. Time to model a top here. This bit right here. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm so glad this game is so easy to model cars. Imagine if it was hard. Actually, no, don't do that game. Don't, please. Developers, if you're watching this video, please don't do that. I don't want you to make this even more complex than this. It's somewhat complex, but I don't need it any more complex. I actually kind of like the original days. I used to be able to move it with buttons, but now you can't do that anymore because they removed it for some reason. Well, it's only like a couple you can move with buttons. The rest you just can't. Yeah, that looks good. I'm not being sarcastic this time. Hooray! Oh great. Here comes the great part. Which is putting this in. Making this... I don't know how long this thing is. It's 1. And then this is probably only half of 1. Yeah, that looks okay, sort of. Apart from this part here, which is that. And then we're gonna have this. Dig. It was a great end to the holiday. Being crash and accidents. It was really like giving me half of a heart attack, like genuinely. Yeah, if a funny story here, which this is kind of probably going to make me more like a child, to be fair, because, or you know, or whatever you want to call me. Please don't call me anything bad, please, I beg you. Okay, once upon a time, I was driving my bus to go to watch a theatre, right? And guess what? We crashed. no, actually, we genuinely crashed. And to be honest, I kind of had a mini heart attack. So yeah, that's the story. I'm not gonna say any more because that's personal. I don't want to say. Actually, it just probably is even more embarrassing than talking is saying all of this stuff. Yay. Okay, speaking of videos and such or whatever, how is my upload? I'm just going to check in a bit here. Yeah, that looks fantastical. Okay, time to check real quick. Okay. Aha! First video is uploaded, so you guys can go check it out. It's on my channel, I believe. If you go right here, yep, it's right here. It's like right here. It's me modeling the first. This is what I started with. This is what I started with. This is what I started with. And this is what I have so far. Sheesh, this is a lot. And guess what? Because I'm a good person. Okay, that's just a lie. I'm actually going to go ahead and make it so that the hood can open, which would be nice. If you call it, I don't know what do you call it in America? What do you call it? I want to open my hood. Yeah, I think in America they call it hood too, but yay! Okay, that looks okay, somewhat. Okay, well this is the top part of this car is completely, or the front of the car is completely modelled. Happy with this turned out. The problem is that I've realised that the headlights don't at all, actually don't at all reach the top here and go up to there, which is a little issue. But I don't know how to fix it. I'm being serious. I have no clue how to fix it. Except for I do have a clue. That is to take this bit and make this a tad bit longer, like 5. Oh, crap. I was like, oh, I'm so smart. I guess I'm not so smart after all. Unless I take one of these bad boys, control copy those, make this plastic, make this smaller. I don't think this is working. How about I just go ahead and straight up remove this and make this smaller, or just completely remove it in general, because it doesn't deserve to exist. It deserves to die. I'm just kidding. It doesn't deserve to die, except for it does. I'm just kidding. Or am I? You will never know because of how many times I'm saying yes or maybe not, or maybe yes or maybe not, or maybe yes or maybe not, or maybe I'm dying. Anyway, back to making this car here. I messed up somehow. How could I mess up? How could I mess up the anchovies? How could you forget the anchovies? If you don't get where that came from, I don't blame you, because I do know where that came from, and that's probably why I don't have a life. Yay! There you go. Somewhat looks like a Toyota Auris. I think I need to modify the hood here. Yeah, that just doesn't look right. I have to modify that soon, but yeah, and also here's the license plate I made. What could I do? What could I do? What could I do? Should I model the wheels next? Actually, no, we should probably move on to the torso of the car, aka the body. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, I've noticed this car is quite short. It's like, I think it's a coupe, or hatchback, sorry. It's definitely a hatchback. Yeah, it's a hatchback. I can tell it's a hatchback. It's definitely a hatchback. We've got to make this a tad bit longer, like maybe 7. I'm gonna make it so the wheels can reach. Oh, this is looking too odd. How about 9? Yeah, the wheels will be right here. Because this needs to be a 2-door car. Still, so. I don't know what the back looks. I know that's not the original back of the car. That's just an updated version. That's just good enough. Of a picture for me to have a reference of. Let's go ahead and control copy that. We'll make this right here. That's good enough. Perfect. So is driven, yes. Has steering, absolutely not. Doesn't need steering. Also, we'll go ahead and control copy this and make this the exact same as the original. And after this, we'll finally be able to drive this car. Finally. Is driven, no. Is driven, no. Because this is a front wheel drive car, I think, actually. completely unsure. Also, it does have this weird indicator light on the side, which I think I'll have to add. Oh, no, I do have to add. Yay! It's officially a car now. Hooray! It's really got a weird camera. I need to add a seat. Does it? It does still flip over though. Sadly. I need to figure out how to make the suspension now because they made the game more complex, so I can't figure out the suspension. Yay. Oh god, this is the first time I've driven over these bumps. The speed bump, it's actually survived the speed bump saga. Hooray, it survived speed bumps. I still like that car. I still like the Land Rover a lot better than my model. I mean, it's like looking at, I don't know, £100,000 and looking at like £2. It's not the same. No, £5. So I'm not. Wait, why am I saying pounds? I'm not in England. Jeez. I'm more in Europe. But that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to give any more details. Okay, I've already given enough details. Back to the video. It's time to work on thy hood. Just kidding. Time to work on the back. I've noticed that it really isn't as boxy as I originally thought, but whatever, it's what it is. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye bye.